collapse is certain. We can go into the different statistics and the different fundamentals, and you will consistently find that a collapse must happen. The most obvious reason is because they've supported this economy entirely with a fictional debt-based system. That is how it works. They don't have any real productivity. They don't have any real ingenuity anymore. All of that has been shipped overseas. And at a more deeper level, we know that they're doing this on purpose. That's a topic for another video. Today I'm showing you something that I had predicted and documented in my book, and now they're starting to talk about it. This is from MarketWatch.com, a scary parallel. Look how accurate the 1929 Great Depression crash is looking to the market today. It looks like it is a copy and paste. And look at where we're heading right now. I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but doesn't it shock you to see this exact same pattern occurring? Now, we all know I'm not the biggest lover of the technicals, because ultimately the system is entirely rigged. They can move it up and down, and they've done so. They've crashed the market within a few seconds. They brought it down 1,000 points just like that, and it was all because of their computer algorithms. So, of course, it is just taken with a grain of salt, but take a look at it and digest that for a bit. Let me show you right here, right from my book. The very first chapter on the Great Depression says these words: there are parallels between the statistics of the Great Depression and our current financial crisis. That is how I started the chapter, because I've been reading and reading and reading, and I'm seeing this happen before my very eyes, thinking, okay, I have to warn everybody I can. This is the exact same thing. It's happening over and over again. And then I keep reading and realizing, look, this has happened so many times before. People need to listen. Hello, anybody, will you listen to me? And that's why I had to publish my book. I had to get it out there, and I hope that you will read it as well. This is undeniably a fact. We're heading right there. Now take a look at what they said. The market over the last 2 months has continued to more or less closely follow the 28-29 pattern outlined in that 2 months ago chart. If the correlation continues, the market faces a particularly rough period later this month and in early March. So again, I'm not too big of a fan of the technicals, but what I like to do is reinforce my beliefs, which are generally based on the fundamentals, more specifically historical data. So if we know that what they've done in the past resulted in this, what we have now, if they do that same action again, I feel like there's no other way but for it to happen again. It's just history repeating itself, and right here we're at this point now where we need to wonder, what are they going to be doing? The Federal Reserve is the only crutch to this system. The Federal Reserve, speaking of which, is how I show it in this diagram. This is one of the diagrams that I drew up in my book. Just a little simple thing. You have the Fed. They loan money to the commercial banks at 0% interest, and that gets loaned out to you at a higher rate of interest. What do you think is going to happen when this is your idea of a system? It cannot be supported. This is entirely fictional. There's nothing real behind it. And that is just ultimately how we can foresee this collapse coming. It's all fake, and as soon as they pull that crutch, this thing is going to come down like an avalanche. If you guys haven't already, please do so. Join the Money GPS Insiders. Totally free, of course. You just go to themoneygps.com, scroll down to the bottom, put in your email address, and I'm working on a bunch of material for that as well, where I can get into deeper things that I cannot get to at the Money GPS YouTube channel. And I want to thank each and all of the new subscribers. I want to say hello to you, and if you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, please send them to me, and the best place to get a hold of me is at the Insiders. That's where I reply very first.